Mom caught a ghost on her ring cam.
You're no longer welcome here. This house is not your home. You are no longer welcome here. This house is not your home. You are no longer welcome here. This house is not your home.
Ah yes, looks like you found one of the most cursed TikToks. At first glance, this account seems very normal. But then when you first click on the video, it's just her talking about her dog. Then her dog pops out of the closet, but it's not a dog. It's a demon.
The dumbest death ever. Attila the Hun. Born 406 AD, died 453 AD. He was one of the most feared military leaders of all time, but he didn't die in battle. On his wedding night, after heavy drinking and feasting, he suffered a severe nosebleed in his sleep and choked to death.
Creepy things that sold on eBay, part 1. Coming in at number 1, we have a ghost in a jar. This was discovered by a man that found an abandoned cemetery, and he actually found 2 of these bottles. It said that he dropped one of them and broke it, and black mist came out. This sold for $25. So apparently this movie has 26 short films all about death. Yo! Let's go, Rufus! Fuck him up, Rufus! Bro, what the fuck? I'm dead. Bro, what the fuck? I'm so dead, like for a part 2.
Creepy facts you probably didn't want to know. Part 4. No one knows who lives in this house, named the John Lawson House. Every day, this porch is occupied by a varying number of female mannequins. The number of mannequins, the positions that they're in, and the clothes that they're wearing changes from day to day. No one knows who's moving them or why. However, people do believe that the mannequins are there to convey a message. In 1871, a train crashed just 200 feet away from this house. It killed 22 people. And for some reason, the mannequins are always pointing in the direction of the crash.
Es que te estoy enfocando las boobies. Ah, no mames.
¿Qué?
Pasó algo.
¿Qué pasó? No mames.
A ver, ven. No mames, pasó algo, te lo juro que pasó algo,
Se mueve, ya se mueve.
Vete a la verga.
Yo no voy.
No mames.
Facts that sound fake but are actually true, Part 4. Black holes take so long to die that not a single one has died in the history of universe. If you could stand unprotected on the daylight side of the planet Mercury, if sound could travel through the outer space, then just the noise of the sun would kill you. The 10th US President John Tyler was born in 1790, and he still has 2 living grandchildren. There are 1 million ants for every person there is in the world.
Can you please do Siren Head? Yes, this one is so creepy. Siren Head is a fictional monster created by the artist Trevor Henderson. This is the first photo of Siren Head to ever exist. It's said that he's approximately 40 feet tall, and he has 2 sirens in place of a head. His limbs are extremely long to be able to grab his victims. It's said that Siren Head stays in the woods for the most part in places where there aren't many humans, but when there are humans amongst him, he hunts them. Last year, a short film about Siren Head was released, and it makes me feel so weird watching it. I don't know what it is, but watching him and hearing the noises coming out of his sirens makes me feel like I'm literally in the back rooms. He uses his siren to lure his victims towards him. Every time I hear a siren now, all I'm gonna think about is Siren Head.
This is why you should never go looking for Waldo.
There's this creepy story about this woman who bought a Where's Waldo book from the library, and very quickly she realized it wasn't normal.
The first page showed a satellite view of her town, and in big bold letters it said, "Where's Waldo? He's in your town." The next page showed a bird's eye view of her block, and it said, "Where's Waldo? He's on your block." The next page was a view of her house. "Where's Waldo? He's on your street." The next page was her front door that spanned over 2 pages, and it said, "Where's Waldo? He's at your door."
Just then she heard her knocking at her door in real life.
The next page was her kitchen showing her fridge. "Where's Waldo? He's in your refrigerator."
She walked over and saw that her fridge was open, the food was all over the ground. She flipped to the very last page of the book and saw herself, her back facing the book's pages. And it said, "Guess where Waldo is now?"
Not so fun facts that will ruin your day, part 10. CNN has a pre-recorded broadcast which will premiere during the end of the world. In the 1800s, people ate parts of human corpses because they thought they had healing properties. There was also a fad of eating mummies. But there is a limited supply of mummies, so people started making more mummies for other people to eat. If you were to put the entire lifespan of the universe on a 24-hour clock at the universe's current age, which is 13.8 billion years, we would not have reached the end of the first 30 seconds.
Let's do Smile Dog. Smile Dog is another creepypasta. By the way, you guys, creepypastas are not real. The story goes that there was a file posted on 4chan back in the beginning of the internet called smile.jpg. This file was just a picture of a dog with a human-like smile and a human hand in the background of the photo. But this photo was said to be extremely cursed, and those who looked at smile.jpg would suffer. They would be stricken down with seizures, and during these seizure episodes, they would see the smile.jpg photo of the dog in their mind's eye. The only way that they could overcome this is if they passed on the word and showed Smile Dog to someone else. But if they didn't do this, they'd be consumed with thoughts and memories of smile.jpg, and eventually the dog would manifest in real life and come to kill them. I'm gonna show a picture of Smile Dog. Remember, this is not real. Nothing will happen to you for looking at this photo. Let me know if you want to hear the story of one of Smile Dog's victims.
Disturbing videos found on the deep web, part 1. And guys, watch this at your own discretion. It's pretty messed up, but I wanted to show it. Pretty messed up. Like I said,
This man touched his own beating heart. His name is Warner Forsman. In 1929, he performed the first human cardiac catheterization on himself. He ran a catheter from a vein in his arm into the ventricular cavity of his heart. This is the actual x-ray of his solo procedure. And why did he do this? To directly deliver drugs and dyes and measure blood pressure. They thought it would be fatal, but he wanted to prove a point.
Here's a terrifying detail I noticed while watching Beauty and the Beast. The Beast tells Belle that she can go wherever she wants in the castle except for the West Wing. Once she asks why the West Wing, he gets all mad and protective. Anyway, of course, Belle decides to ignore the Beast and goes to the West Wing anyway. Look at her. And we find out that the West Wing is just filled with a bunch of broken furniture that was destroyed by the Beast. All these frames, chairs, tables, it's insane. And of course, after all this broken furniture, you see the Rose. And the Beast finds out and gets extremely angry and destroys more furniture. Anyway, this is terrifying because we know that most of the furniture within the castle is alive. Meaning that the West Wing is a giant graveyard for all these dead furniture that the Beast killed. Homie, I'd be embarrassed too. Your girl just found out you killed hella people.
Guru of Death. In 2017, police in Japan found 9 mutilated, decomposing corpses in the apartment of Takahiro Shirashi. Shirashi posed as a suicide guru on Twitter. Other times he cast himself as a depressed man seeking out others with whom he could enter into a suicide pact. He would convince these people to come to his home where he would assist them in ending their lives. Shirashi's defense argued that the victims were suicidal and that they had agreed to let Mr. Shirashi kill them. But Shirashi rejected the defense, testifying that he killed the individuals of his own accord and wanted to take responsibility, saying, quote, "Not a single one of my victims consented. I sliced up their bodies in my bathroom, disposed of their flesh and internal organs like garbage, and kept their bones out of fear that I would be caught." Shirashi has been sentenced to die by hanging in this execution chamber. Prisoners sentenced to death in Japan are not told they will die until the day arrives. They are given approximately 1 hour to prepare for the end of their life.
I can guarantee only a few know this movie.
Joe, I think it was